Hello, welcome to the next lecture. In today's lecture, we will learn about likes table because you know that on the design you may have saw that there are few likes on the post and also on the comments as well, which means that people can like the post and they can like the comments as well. So if we create that table, for that table we need to first decide the fields we do need. So for the likes table we always need the id column, you know that. Then we need the user id, the person who is doing that action. And then we need one more thing which is called object id, which means the thing which is being liked, and the object type. So here we have saw that the post can also be like, the comments also can be like, and maybe in the future the events can also be like. So for the object type we can put, like for example, if that is a post being liked or is it a comment being liked for now. So this is how we store this. Imagine if we do not create this object type, and we do not create the object id, and we create a likes table and just store the post id and comments id. Then we need to create multiple columns, right? Like we need to create the post id, we need to create the comment id, and maybe we need to create two separate tables, one for post like, one for comments like, and in the future one for events like. That does not make any sense, and that is actually a is not according to rules of the normalization. So that's why we make that way, to make it dynamic database. In the real industry project you may need to use this approach to make things easier for yourself. So if we go back to our database, and we know that in the database we have few tables created, and we want to create another table, and we will call it, for example, likes, and we need 5 columns for this table. We will start with the id, user id, object id, object type, created at, and to update we need an updated at column as well. We will make our id as auto increment, and in the object types you may have saw that we need the enums type, and we have two enums right now, one is for the post and one is for the comment. And then we need to store the date and time for our created at and updated at columns, and the attribute we need to set on update current timestamp. So if we just have a look one more time to see all things are perfect, and then we just click to save. Invalid default value for updated at. So what does that mean? So we need to set the updated at default value current timestamp. Okay, if we click save, it is saved, and it shows us the structure of that table. So if we want to, if imagine a person came and he just clicked this heart, and which means this post is now being liked. And imagine this post was, if we go back to our posts table, we can see this is the post id 1. And for example, the user, if we go back to the users table, we know that we have two users right now. So for example, imagine Tosif has liked the post 1. So how it will be stored in the events in the likes table? So if we will open that, it go to insert, the user id for Tosif is 1, the object id, which means the post id, is 1, the object type, now we will select the post. This is the important thing. And then we just click go, and we can say that it has added a inserted row id. And if we go back and see, there is one like added as a post in the table. So now you may be thinking that how you will count this, right? That's very easy. So you can do as that, count static likes from likes already, where you need to decide for which thing you are going to count the likes. So for example, is I say okay, object id is 1 and object type is equals post, so it should count all the comment likes against this post. What's saying, you have an error in SQL syntax. Okay, we need to put and over here, and then if we try again, it's showing us count as 1. So we can rename our column, which is dynamically generated, as maybe total, and then we can see the total is 1 right now. So this is how we will be able to count the likes for posts. And then if we want to store likes for this comment, for example, we have not and created the comments table. Next tutorial is for the comments table, but that will be a similar thing as well as we did for the posts table, and we have counted the likes for that. I hope you have understand this likes table now. In the next lecture we will talk about the comments, that how we can store the comments, and then we will talk about the like saving of the comments as well. Thank you for watching.